What's up?
Coming to you live from Joe Shea's crappy apartment in Fairfax, Virginia. This is one half of the Slam Dunklers. Special guest
shit.
Alex Bianchi. How you doing, sir? We got ourselves a little impromptu mini podcast here because Blevin's been busy and all that, so I figured I will grab Buffalo's own Alex Bianchi, our favorite son. What have you?
Thank you.
How you doing, Alex?
Doing good.
I know it's been about a month since the last podcast and so forth, so I think I've been still a little in touch with the Buffalo scene, things like that. I know at least one person is curious to how I'm doing and all that. So let's get to it. Big stuff. Buffalo's got a PTQ, I heard.
Yes,
Buffalo
that just got announced last week.
It got announced. I thought the big announcement was Joe Shea sold his Magic collection. That's what I heard.
I didn't know if you're actually joking about that.
I trolled Joe Steet something fierce.
I thought you were serious.
Oh my god, I went on him for about 30 minutes and he believed it, and then I didn't say a word. Then they announced the PTQ and I'm like, yeah, I got Steep bad. Then he messaged me the next day, he's like, oh, you sold it big time. But yeah, so Buffalo's got a PTQ. Glad. I could give some major props to some people in the Buffalo community. You did a great job in improving it and, getting the community where they're going. I know, despite the fact he's not here, I'm going to give some shout-outs to Mr. Mustache John Blevins for his, work in the Buffalo community, more active, things like that. Sean Orange at really just getting Dave and Adams going, getting them to where they could operate at this level. Props to Sean. Blaine and those guys did a good job. Joe at Collectors, Ryan at Dark Forest. We got a lot of people to thank for getting the PTQ because it's just Dave Adams gets the PTQ. The fact that all the other stores helped grow the community and get people playing and improve the level of play with people. It was, definitely huge. So great work to all the stores. This is not just a Dave and Adams thing or, a Slam Dunkler thing or whatever. Yes, the Dunklers were not canceled in case anyone did not notice. I rang up Skype, I hit up Alex, and I did not tell him anything about a podcast. I just kind of winged it at the start of this call, so. So how are you doing, Alex? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year and all that stuff?
Oh, it was great. Just took a break from, going to tournaments and stuff.
Gotcha. Speaking of tournaments, I heard the Alex Bianchi impersonator, Matt Radishak, top 4 to PTQ. He did.
Playing Eric C. in this quarters, which is something.
I'm pretty sure that I hope Eric enjoyed it because it's the first and last time he will ever do well at a Magic event. Oh wait, he top 8s every fucking event, ever. All he does is top 8 events. He's too good. Eric Szynski, too good. He is definitely making a case to be mentioned in the same sentence as Alex Bianchi and Kai Burnett. Just saying. I've been saying it for a while. I've been saying it for a long time. Eric Szynski, top 8 of PTQ, top 8 of PTQ, top 8 of Star City. All he does is do very well at events. Great work to him.
No, I mean both Matt and him are both.
Oh yeah.
Had 2 good finishes in the last 2 PTQs.
Definitely, yeah. I mean,
Matt got 9th in that Rochester one. And
he bubbled.
Eric top 8'd that one, so.
Yeah. I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see the guys doing well and all that. I wish one of them had won it because that would be awesome. Just saying. Also,
Kai had a win in, but he lost to one of the finalists.
Who was it? Oh, we lost to Eli.
Yeah.
Did Eli win it or no?
He ended up scooping to the other guy in the finals.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think he might have been friends with him or something.
Okay.
Yeah, don't know the situation there, but
I like Eli a lot. He's actually like a pretty cool guy.
He's a cool guy. Yeah, I got to play him too.
Yeah.
Lost to him.
Oh.
He's a cool guy.
He's one of the people I can identify as having just a significantly better collection than me, which is cool. I like I like going and seeing because I'll go to a store or whatever and people will be like, oh, awesome cards, great binder. I like where I get to do that to someone. So,
yeah, not only that, apparently he's won like a dozen PTQs or something.
I have no idea how.
That's what I've heard at least.
Yeah, I mean I know he's done well at events and he's generally well, I don't know. He's got like sweet cards. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what the status of his collection is, but I hope it's, approaching being recovered and all that. I need to give some major shout outs to Mitch Grasovsky. He finished my Dunkler spheres. He finished the Futurama spheres. You watch Futurama, Alex?
Yeah.
So I don't know
if them. I saw the basketball one.
Well, the basketball one was cool, and I said, it's got like the Dunkler, the slam Dunkler thing. I said, Mitch, he's like, do me something special. So he did a 7-leaf clover from the 7-leaf clover episode, the Luck of the Fry-ish episode, where he had the 7-leaf clover, makes him good at basketball, and he could do the dances and all that. Like, I don't know how in depth you are in the Futurama, but like there's Futurama references coming up big time. So he did that. He did the Golden Fiddle from where Bender's in Robot Hell. He did the Suicide Booth with Bender going into it from like the first episode, and he did the Slurm Can. And they came out awesome, and I had them in my deck at my first FNM in Fairfax. And people really didn't get it, and I was kind of disappointed. Like, one guy got it, and he thought it was like the coolest thing in the world. And everyone else was like, oh, I don't get it. I'm like, you punks. And yeah, I've never seen so many Trans Guild promenades in one event in my life.
Oh, God.
Like, I saw a guy he's playing in the last round, and he was playing like Trans Guild promenades and like green white aggro. I'm like, what? The people here are awful for the most part. For reference, paying $5 a week for FNM, or where there's 3 rounds. If you go 3-0, you get $20 store credit, and like, I thought Star City was overpriced. Like, these guys are literally 25% higher than Star City on everything. Like, Shocklands are $15 each.
So you're just cleaning up over there?
Yeah, like, there's no trades. Like, I've never seen so many, like, duresses in a binder. Like, there's commons, like, binders of commons. And, like, jeez. And the people are kind of nice, but, like, I mean, people in Buffalo, you guys do not know how good you have it. Like, free FNMs, good prizes, things like that. Like, I mean, it is, great community too. Like, the community here, it's not really like tight knit or anything like that. People don't really seem to like know each other, and it's weird. I don't know. But yeah, so I hope Blevins is around for podcasts in the future. Talk to me, Alex. Give me some information on the Buffalo community and things. I'm doing all the talking here. Like, you gotta talk, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
allowed.
Well, to go back to what you were talking about before with the PTQs, I do hope it's not like a one-time thing that, we get one PTQ and that's it. Like, the GameCore PTQ happened and they didn't get another one.
Yeah, well,
it seems like they're not going to. I don't know.
Yeah, the problem with the PTQs is, from my understanding, I've talked to more people about this than I should have or expected to in my life. But what happens is, stores who meet the criteria and haven't had a PTQ generally get ones over that do. Ones that already have. So, like,
okay.
I know we're used to having, Millennium having, lots of PTQs.
Yeah.
And so forth. But, if new stores come up, they're going to be taking Millennium PTQs. Because, one from Play the Game, Read the Story went to GameCore. And then it went to a store in Vestal the next season. So, it's not like a store runs PTQs every session. But what happens is if the stores have good turnouts and like the event is done really well, you'll see a lot of return PTQs in the same store, which people are generally happy with Millennium. So the big goal is now to make Buffalo PTQ a huge success. Like, if we can get 200 players, that would be great. If we can, I mean, getting 200 people should be pretty easy, I hope. And if it's run well and it's well received and things like that, you can expect Buffalo PTQs more often. And, it's definitely, a goal. That was a goal I've had for a long time, and I'm glad it's happening. And, it's a goal I know a lot of other people had because, 15 minutes drive for a PTQ is just the dream, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's about time. I don't even know did we even have PTQs?
I don't think there's ever been a Buffalo PTQ.
No. It's kind of weird. So we are directly competing with the other stores in the area.
Kind of.
For PTQs.
Yeah, I mean, it's like in the region. It's not like, we're taking...
In the region, yeah.
Yeah,
in the state.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get some from the, those closer to New York City and, more upstate-ish and whatnot. But, I mean, I know Buffalo, I mean, just to have, you make the case, like, I mean, David Adams, they'll average like 80, 90 for an FNM. I know, what's that store called? Two Kings, whatever it is.
Yep.
We Three Kings, Robin and Magi. I don't know, whatever the store is called. Like, I guess they get like 30 plus. I know that, collectors will get a bunch. I mean, there's a lot of stores get a lot. There's a lot of Buffalo Magic players, and the events are great. So I really think that we should definitely have a lot of people, and Buffalo should get PTQ every session because it'd be well appreciated. And it also gives a chance, to get people who, are good players who might not travel for PTQs, get them playing in them, and just improving the Buffalo community through competitive play, and have good players who deserve it make it to the Pro Tour. I like to see Jeremiah or guys who don't travel that much for PTQs get there, or guys like Eric have just have another PTQ in the air where you can just like spike one because he's close.
Yeah.
I mean he's got to catch a break in the finals or in the top 8 or something, because that's the problem is like top 8s are generally like a real crapshoot, and if you get lucky, great. If not, there's always the next one. So.
Yeah, like I was telling Madonia, it'll be nice to finally have like home field advantage for once.
Oh,
yeah.
You're not exhausted.
Not being tired from waking up at 4 in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, God forbid.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the dream. But yeah, I also I know that there's been I'm not like in Buffalo right now, so I feel like I can kind of just kind of like speak about the Buffalo things I've been seeing on Facebook and all that stuff and whatnot. So I saw that there was a little bit of an issue with the Forest going on, paying out some prizes and things like that, foil mutavault or whatever. I don't know. I haven't really, followed up on it, but I know there's been a little bit of bad blood between. I almost fell off my chair. This is why you don't lean back in chairs. Glad no one saw it. But I know there's been some smack talk between the Forest and collectors about collectors with their $50, you get a pack of revised or something, and the Forest with their monthly super series, whatever you want to call it. And I'm hoping that the bad blood, I don't know, I hope it doesn't escalate, and I hope people can appreciate all the stores and not fight and be good and relax. The stores are doing their thing. Don't hate on a store. Like I don't know. I don't want to like stir the pot or whatever, but just saying it out there. Relax, guys, do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really any bad blood. I don't think there's a lot of players who go to like 2 stores.
Yeah, there's a little bit of Facebook hate going on, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
Keep it friendly, guys. Keep it friendly. Also, congratulations to Ryan for being now the sole owner of Dark Forest. Unfortunately, that means the Forest is going to be going down the tubes because we all know Neil Lafort did everything for that store. The best bathroom I've ever seen in a Magic shop in my life. Neil Lafort did it. Just saying.
I'm not sure what he did, but he will be missed.
Yeah, so props to Neil. Good luck with whatever he's doing. I know he's like homebrewing beer or whatever. Which, good for him. I think he's a bootlegger now, which is just really cool. I don't know. I'm pretty much tapped out on stuff to say. I don't know. I wish. I don't know. Yeah. You have anything to say? Anything to plug? Anything questions to ask? I don't know.
Not really. I mean, yeah.
Have you seen?
There's a PTQ this weekend in Toronto. I know a lot of people from Buffalo are going to.
Good. Yeah, I know there's a Star City coming up in a couple weeks in Columbus.
This weekend as well.
Oh, this weekend as well?
I'm going to that, yeah.
Going to Star City?
Yeah.
Nice. I was hoping to make it. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I know I'm doing my thing and whatnot, but I hope I'll be watching I will be refreshed in between rounds and making sure I know what Buffalo players are doing well and so forth. So I want at least one Buffalo player in the top 8. And that's why if there's not, I am gonna rant something.
Yeah, I mean, keep an eye on the coverage.
I have no plan, so I am pretty much. I will be, and I'll tell you right now, if no one from Buffalo top 8s, I am gonna find everyone from Buffalo who went just based on the rankings and the standings, whatever, and just call them all out, and that will be a 40-minute podcast, just me bringing the hate. So someone better top 8. I mean, I figure we're in good shape though because we've got a lot of good players going. I know you're going. I know Jeremiah's got a car going. There's a lot of good players going. We'll be fine.
Yeah, Jeremiah's been crushing lately, actually.
Yeah, he's been ripping up the
local tournaments, at least.
The local tournaments, yeah. That's definitely, I know he's been rocking the Dark Forest series or whatever, so that's great.
Yeah, he won 2 in a row.
Yeah, just gotta make sure Joe Steet doesn't win anything.
I don't think anyone has to worry about that.
Hey, it has to be a concern because if Steet's one of the big time guys here or whatever, can't have it. So, my big concern is, with me not being around, I actually talked to Blevins about this. We cannot have it where we can't have it where the big traders are Joe Steed. We can't have Joe Steed as the big trader. We can't have him, grinding people out on value. Can't have it. Cannot have these things going on. We cannot have the best players in the area or the guys who win the FNMs be scrubs. Can't have it. So we need the good players to step up, okay? You guys gotta step up. You guys gotta make sure the trading goes well. You cannot have Joe Steet as a captain of the the Buffalo Magic community or whatever. He can't. He cannot be a face. He cannot be a figurehead. Cannot have it. Okay? Cannot have it. Oh, I've got a question for you. Who would win on a fight, Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson? I put this on Facebook. We had this family discussion. Is what I did before we left. About who would beat up who in a fight. We had like Andre the Giant versus Shaq. We had Bruce Lee versus Mike Tyson. I'm on Facebook right now. I saw Bryant Tyson on there, so it just triggered my mind. So who do you think, Alex? Who would win in a fight? Bruce Lee?
Well, if it was Bruce Lee
and Mike Tyson,
then I would say Bruce Lee. But if it was Bruce Lee and Bryant Tyson, then I have to say Bryant Tyson.
It's Tyson. Shout out to Bryant Tyson. I know Blaine just mentioned something about, being carded for buying alcohol and things like that. Apparently Tyson, he told us this, that we were going like a PTQ or something in Toronto or Kitchen or whatever, and we're at like a Tim Hortons, and he's like, yeah, I got carded going into, an R-rated movie. And I'm like, yeah, you look young. What are you, like 22 or something? He's like, I'm almost 40. And we all thought he was like joking. We all laughed. Then he pulled out his license. He's like, Tyson is like,
it's an old man.
I've never seen anyone age so well. I swear, he must have been like Fry. Shout outs to Futurama. He must have been like Fry from Futurama. He was frozen in one of those cryogenic tanks. He was frozen back in 1992. Boom. He looks like he's 18, but he's actually like, 38 or something. Tyson is the man. Shout outs to all the people from Buffalo I miss. Like, I've only been gone like 2 weeks, and like God, man. The Buffalo community, like the Buffalo Magic community is exactly, like it was so good. Oh my God. It's like Dan Lamb's so good. I mean, like.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think a lot of people take it for granted.
Oh,
and all the great stores we have.
I mean, it's not only the stores, it's the people. Like, cause you go.
Sure, yeah.
It's nice too. I gotta say, it's nice going into a store and people like, like, hey, how you doing? Like, having 20, 30 people and like know who you are, say hi, things like that. Like, I walked in this new store and I'm like, God, this is awful. Like, no one knows me and like, no one was really friendly and I'm like, God, this is just the worst, and like everything was overpriced. It's brutal. So my new request, this is Wednesday, I'm probably gonna put this up Thursday. No one's gonna listen until like 3 weeks from now. Shout outs to the 2 people listening. So, make sure when you go to FNM, you thank the store owners because they're all doing a great job and making sure FNMs are free and the prizes are good and, give props to your friends and this and that because like, there's people through Magic because it's, you do miss them when you leave. Like, I mean, I'm not getting all sentimental and shit, but like, I mean, I know I'll be back enough to see people, but, when you're gone, you're like, man, I miss like shooting a breeze between rounds or play testing with this person or just, talking about life or dumb stuff like that. And people take it for granted. So you guys should go out to FNMs and have fun and do all that and, enjoy Magic. I don't know. I've been trying to get a hold of Blevins for like 3 weeks for a podcast. He's been busy and shit, but never really gotten back to me. So I'm like, I got to do a podcast. I was like, I need to grab someone and just roll with it.
Yeah, I haven't seen Blevins in a while.
Yeah, that was the fear. Like,
he has this trampoline thing going on tonight.
Yeah.
Dodgeball, trampolining, whatever nonsense he's doing.
So I'm gonna ask you right now. What are your thoughts on? What are your thoughts on the new Planeswalker, the Simic ramp?
Kiora,
the Crashing Wave.
2 Explorers, the Alex Bianchi Planeswalker.
Yeah, there you go.
She's pretty bad. She needs another point of loyalty.
Yeah,
I think.
I think like she'll be good in I mean, like everyone said, she'll be good in Maze's End. Great. She's cool in a Maze's End deck. She's cool in Turbo Fog. She's really good in terms of EDH, I think, because she's just like a value planeswalker, which is like, everything you want. And like, I mean, she's not gonna be like, a huge I mean, she might be good in standard, I don't know, but like, the fact that you get a planeswalker who is like good in casual and has like some niche play in Standard. I mean, that's kind of what you want. Like, you don't want all these broken, overpowered Planeswalkers. So I don't know. I think they're doing a good job doing that.
Yeah, I mean, blue-green's kind of a weird color combination in general.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Not exactly like one of the best. When you think of like a good deck, you don't really think of blue-green, but.
I mean, I know Kai tried to play blue-green for a while, and like the deck was insane. The problem is like he could not beat Supreme Verdict. Like that was the issue. Like, you know, if Verdict was counterable, like he'd have played blue-green, but like he just didn't get it working. That's at least that's what I remember. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It might see some play if you really need like that kind of ramp.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a cute card.
Needs an extra point of loyalty, definitely. I think.
Yeah.
2 is so low.
I mean, 2 is like, I mean, what starts at 2? Like a Tybalt? I don't remember what starts at 2. Like, I mean, like, if 2 is, it's so low. I mean, like, you probably gonna be casting it turn 3 no matter what, but like, it dies to a lightning strike after you activate it, which is, you know.
So you get 1 Explorer out of it, and if it's still alive, then next turn.
I mean, like.
You explore again and you lose it, or you have to plus it.
I mean, like, plus.
I don't know.
The plus isn't the worst. Like, honestly, I feel like if you're in blue-green, 4 mana to draw a card, play another land is not bad. Cause you're gonna get that plus at least gain 1 life out of it. So you are getting value. It's not the worst. You know, I mean, if you open it in sealed, it's not worth like going to those colors for, but it's definitely like, it'll make your deck a lot better if you have it. If you draft it, pack 1, pick 1, it's a good start to a deck. You know, but I mean, I don't know if people are going to be disciplined enough to get away from it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the other spoilers. I don't know, have you seen, like, any of the gods that they spoiled?
Like, I've been looking a little bit, things like that. I mean, like, most of them just came out in, like, the last 2 days, and I've been kind of busy.
Yeah.
Well, not busy. I mean, like, I'm shocked.
Well, there's 5 multicolored gods. They've spoiled, like, 4 of them so far.
4 of them. They spoiled, the God of the Polis, for, that one's weird. Indestructible. She's a 6/5. Devotion to a white-blue less than 7. It's not a creature. Beginning of each upkeep, if you had another creature on the battlefield under control last turn, draw a card. That seems really bad. Like, white-blue doesn't really play that many dudes.
Yeah, I mean, it works okay with, like, Heliod.
Yeah, it's actually really good with Heliod.
Make a guy on your turn, and you get to draw on their upkeep, and then make a guy on their turn, and draw on your upkeep, so you're drawing, like, 3 cards a turn.
Didn't even realize that. That's actually really good synergy.
That's, like, the Magical Christmas Land scenario.
But I mean, like, if you play, like, a blue-white control and just play gods, you're not in bad shape. You can play, like, you know, instead of playing, like, Elspeth, just play gods and Aetherling. Like, that's not the worst. I mean, it's different, but I mean, you get value out of it. There's the Selesnya, God of Harvests. All the multicolored ones have Devotion 7. Whenever you cast a spell, whenever you cast a creature spell, search your, whoa, that's insane. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you search your library for a forest or a plains, put it in the battlefield tapped and shuffle your library. That is huge. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know what your thoughts on it, but like, I feel like, you know, like the ramp ability is not the greatest, but like if you play it with another god who has, you know, I mean, if you play with Heliod or you play it with Nylea, you're getting values because you get more ramp, and you know, I mean, you can activate the abilities more. On top of that, you're also thinning out your library every time, and like, you know, it doesn't sound like, you know, 1 a turn. Like, I'm like, you know, if you play like, you know, 2 or 3 guys, just boom, you know, you're getting so much more land. I don't know. I think that's really.
Yeah, I mean, my only issue with this card in Standard is once you're already at 5 mana to play Kara Mitra, like, you don't really need the ramp to go past that.
Yeah, but I mean,
badly.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of insignificant.
If you had a good mana sink, I mean, like, that'd be really huge. Yeah, like, it's hard, 'cause, like, it's hard to find, like, the right mana sinks. Like, I feel like if you play it in Bant, like, if you play like kind of like a Bant shell, you could play, you know, you could play this, you could play, like, just value dudes, you could play Smiter, you could play, Prophet of Krufix, things like that. You know, I mean, like, I don't know, like, it might be okay. I don't know.
And you can fix your mana with this, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, you definitely can.
A bunch of different chalk lands with it, but, like, again, that's pretty slow.
Yeah. I mean, it's slow, but it's cool. I mean, I don't know. I hope this deck, but I mean, because, like, it seems like a very powerful ability. But I mean, again, you're right. You know, at 5, you're really not going to be needing much more lands. We've also got Mogus, God of Slaughter. It deals 2 damage to that player unless they sack a creature. That seems okay. Like 4 mana shock a turn is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean this is again like Punisher mechanic.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit better. Like it's the Desecration Demon type of Punisher mechanic.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much like a shock a turn, and if you turn him on, he's pretty powerful. But I mean, like you're stuck playing, red black. But I mean, like the mono red, burn decks, like the mono red decks, like you can splash black, and that's huge value because I mean, a shock a turn is. It's counting to 20. If you get a couple free 2s in there, that's some reach for it. You play him, play Perforos, you do all right. I don't know.
It's definitely pretty aggressive.
And then we got to give some props, major props to our new god Xenagos, walking the plains, turning into a god of revels. Kind of awesome. I know people are saying he's a god, and it's exciting. 6/5 for 5. As long as blah blah blah. At the beginning of your turn, another target creature gets +X where X is its power. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, he seems pretty powerful.
He's like every turn berserk.
Like red-green's already a pretty good color combination.
Yep.
And he's getting like another card that might be as role player in like the Green Devotion deck, where you're splashing red, where you have like Arbor Colossus to help turn them on and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you are getting. A lot of fatties in there. You play Palinquenos, you play the, turn going from 5/5 to 10/10 is pretty big, or you monstrous him, or you monstrous a Storm Breath. Yeah, like you're swinging for game, like with like one swing. I mean that's pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, red green just has like Planeswalker wise, you have Donry, you have
Xenagos.
Chandra, you have Xenagos, and you have Garruk, and they're all
Garruk is so good. I tell you, like in Esper control or whatever control deck I'm playing, it's hard to beat a Donry. It is practically impossible to beat Garruk. Like the only way to beat Garruk is to have them play him, either forget to use his ability or plus and just whiff on everything, and then Hero's Downfall it, because like that card is just insane.
Yeah, like you're still getting like value even if they downfall it. You're drawing like 2 to 3 creatures.
Exactly. Like
it's just so hard for them to deal with all those planeswalkers. If you're playing like 3 or 4 different ones.
If I wasn't priced into playing Esper, I'd probably be playing green red. I think right now, like it's you playing the most value creatures, and like you're playing this like strong stuff. I mean, it doesn't have Sphinx Rev, but like I'd rather be playing Garruk than Sphinx Rev. Truth be told, right now. I don't know. What are you playing as standard?
Last week I've been playing like the green-white aggro deck. And that was designed by Andrew Shrout.
Gotcha.
It's pretty good. And I feel like it has good matchups against the 3 biggest decks in the format.
Yeah. Oh, if anyone is are you going to Star City, Baltimore?
When's that?
I think it's like the next weekend. I'm gonna check right now. It's coming up soon. Cause I checked it. I think it's like the weekend after Columbus. Cause I think I'm going. I'm almost assuredly going to it. It is. I have no idea. Yeah, it's coming up soon. I know it's like an 8-hour drive or a 7-hour drive for people. It's like an hour for me. So. Columbus.
Oh yeah, it is next weekend.
Next weekend, yeah. No one's probably going, unfortunately. So we've got. Yeah, I'm hoping to go. It should be interesting. I just clicked on Starcy, check it out. I just saw Lucas Labuta's good friend Reed Duke had posted an article about possible bannings for Modern. He mentions Deathrite, he mentions Birthing Pod, he mentions like Dude Deathrite Pod, he mentions Deathrite Pod, Snapcaster, possible unbanning, Ponder or Preordain. Going deep on his Bloodbraid, Green Sun, Nakatl, Bitter Blossom. Cards that could be unbanned but probably won't. Ancestral Vision, Sculptor, Punishing Fire, Jite, Seething Song, Sunrise, Grave Troll. Put Seething Song back in. Okay.
I don't really like that. I think Seething Song is a good ban.
Why?
It it's such a good ritual. I feel like.
I mean, it's a good ritual, but like, it's like the deck was degenerate. It's not like the deck was doing, putting up all these great results. I mean, yeah, it was winning a lot online, but when you have 75 to 80% of the field playing that deck, it's gonna win a lot. I mean,
if you want a ritual, just go play Legacy.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I mean, like, I feel like the deck wasn't bad, and it kept a lot of other decks honest.
I really want to see Jason banned, though.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I just feel like it's, like, I don't know, it'd be interesting to see.
I mean, like, if Jace is unbanned, like, why would anyone not play? I mean, why would anyone not play? I think that if Jace is unbanned, people just play Bug. You just play Bug. Liliana, Jace, Snapcaster, Deathrite. Like, I mean, like, you're playing all the best cards in Modern. Like, God, Inquisition Thoughtseize, like...
Brainstorming isn't as good as Modern. I mean, it's still okay, I guess. You still have fetch lands. But...
Brainstorm is really good in Modern.
Yeah, maybe he would be too good. I just want to play with Jace. I guess I must be biased.
I mean, like, if Jace gets... The thing is like this. If Jace gets unbanned in Modern, like... I don't want to say it because like I don't want to like exaggerate, but like I think Jace becomes like a $300 card if he gets unbanned. Like, there's, because I mean because like he'd be so huge in Modern, everyone would need him. I don't know. Yeah, Jace in Modern would be just nuts.
Maybe they'd have to like unban Blood Red Elf and Wild Nicodle at the same time.
Yeah, I mean like if Jace is unbanned, I'm pretty sure there's
just get aggro decks. Make them a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Jace is unbanned, the only card that will remain banned in Modern is going to be Blazing Shoal. Pretty good. But, yeah, so, kind of out of things to say. You got anything for me, Alex?
No, not really.
Comments, questions, all that? Statements? I don't know. Do you have any shout-outs to give?
Shout-outs? I don't know.
I mean, I know people are doing I'm glad people are doing well in Magic. People are having a good time. Thanks to people who actually gave me a call and said hey and all that shit, sent me Facebook messages. Miss you too. Oh my god. Yeah. I drove here, like through like a snowstorm to get here and it was just brutal. The places, I mean like this, it's weird moving and things like that. Like I'm shocked like like my life hasn't really changed that much. Like the only area of my life that really changed is like Magic. And like, I really, God, I miss Buffalo Magic.
But I just remembered I do owe a shout out to one DJ Nitronic.
Yeah, Cummings sent me a Merry Christmas message, and I thought that was really sweet. Like, not like sweet as like, oh, that's so sweet, but like sweet as like, oh, cool. Someone from Magic gave me props on like Christmas and all that shit. And I know it was one that was solely sent to me. That's always the best. When you get a text message that was just to you and not to like 50 people at once. Oh, I feel so good.
But yeah, he gave me a shout out on the Bump in the Night podcast.
Nice. Oh, I saw he was doing
hit him back with it.
He was doing a special Bump in the Night cast.
Let me borrow a couple cards for Legacy this weekend too. So.
What are you playing?
Definitely own. For Legacy?
Yeah.
The blue, white, red Delver deck.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, if I had to guess and bet so much on it, I'd assume you're playing that because like, that's what you play. And, I mean, it's good that you play the kind of like the deck you're familiar with, so it'll be relatively easy and things like that. So yeah, I hope you do well. I hope I don't know if guys from Rochester are going. I'm assuming they might be. So good luck to like Pika and Dean and all those random guys. So yeah, hopefully someone does really well. I'll be watching and cheering and all that stuff. So
yeah, definitely keep an eye on the standings.
Yeah, I will be chastising everyone who does poorly if no one top 8s. So. No pressure, but you have all the pressure of my hate. And I've got a lot of free time to hate on you guys, so.
Hopefully one day we get an SCG Buffalo again.
Yeah, I mean, I think Buffalo got got screwed on that Star City Buffalo event, truth be told. But, yeah, I'll make it nice and quick. There was like a Grand Prix in Columbus the previous weekend, and there was also a PTQ or something in Toronto the previous weekend. And when you have like events like that in, really close to each other, the people who are going to travel to Star City Columbus or travel to Grand Prix Columbus aren't actually going to travel to Buffalo if it's like a huge thing and they're not like big, Magic players. Like, like kind of like the casual players, like, not casual, but like, people who like play F&Ms, go to events. They're not going to travel to all the Magic events, so they'll pick the Grand Prix over the, the Star City.
Definitely.
And I mean, the turnout was decent, but I mean, at the same time, like, in the last like year and a half, Buffalo Magic has gotten huge. So I don't know. I think, next Star City event, I'll go to. I'm going to talk to Jared Silva and be like, hey, Buffalo needs a Star City again. They're getting 150, 200 for F&Ms just in the city. So just let's give them another event.
Yeah, I mean, all the Canadians could come down for it.
Oh my God. I think we're doing, yeah, I think, no Star City Buffalo pretty sweet. So, I mean, like I said, we knocked out a PTQ in Buffalo. We did that. So major props to everyone who is a good part in building the Magic community and, the players who help out, the newer players and just grow and things like that. Because that's another thing too, is if you help the younger players and the newer players, you have them, they stick and they play and they get better and they grow. That's how the community gets formed. And like, when I first started, it really wasn't that much of that. And, I know major shout outs to Mike Dio for, making me a better player and get me wanting to come to Magic more often and things like that. So, guys like that really just helped the community, guys, who do that and take the younger guys under their wings. That's how the community got better and, it grew. Everyone did a great job. So shout outs to everyone who did great work for the PTQ and deserved it. So we got a Buffalo PTQ. Congratulations, guys. So let's work on another Star City Buffalo, maybe Grand Prix Niagara Falls. Maybe. Well, we'll work on it. Well, baby steps. We're getting there. We got, I don't know when Kai is going to the Pro Tour. So I actually got to get a hold of him again and just be like, hey, what are you testing? What are you liking for Modern? If you need any cards, let me know. There's possible unban will be coming up soon. So
it's about a month away or something like that, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if they're just gonna like ban and unban and then just be like, boom, new format, go guys. I could see him doing that.
Oh God, that'd be terrible.
It gets some innovation there. So I know if he's gonna need cards, I'm gonna try to do what I can to get him what he needs, and if I can, whatever. I hope some guys in Buffalo take care of him. So help out each other, do your thing, and I'm kind of out of stuff to say. So Alex, thank you for. I'm not, I can't even thank you for agreeing to it. You kind of just got thrown into it. So. Yeah,
I pretty much got. Yeah, I won't say it.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
That was great. You gotta talk more. See, that's the problem. You didn't interrupt me or disjoint my thoughts, so I got to rant for a while. So you gotta next time you're gonna have to speak more and just.
I just like hearing you rant, Joe.
I know. You need to have like that Blevins kind of like, presence, whereas like, he shuts me up, so. But yeah, maybe you could do like a group podcast or something like that in the future, cause it'd be really cool. And, I make a little public statement here. Is like, I know I'm not like in Buffalo now, but I still like to consider myself part of the community. And if not, I'd still like to continue doing the podcast, and I plan on doing it. And I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to do the podcast, even if it's just me and no one listens. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks to special guest shout outs to Alex Bianchi. He does it all. So we'll catch you guys.
Yeah, keep it up, Joe. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys later. And if you guys have any comments or whatever, hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/theslamdunklers. I'm going to put this on YouTube. Maybe put on MTG Cast. I don't know. It's been spotty with us there. So I'm going to try to get this up and try to get this going a little more frequently. I'm all settled in my apartment. I've got Magic cards all over the place, like literally just thrown all over the place. It's so good. I've got so much extra space now. I've just got cards all over. I'm going to sort all my standard stuff so I can start ideally flipping that. I'm gonna hopefully just. I'm stocked. I'm ready to go. I've got Praetor's Grasps for days. I've got Carnival Hellsteeds. We're gonna go home with some power. So, thanks for listening, guys, and thanks, Alex, and we will hopefully catch you next week.
See ya.
Bye.